Welcome. We got it going on already. It's already started. It has already started tonight, y'all. So, hey, everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to the Redroom Talk Show.
What's that?
Another week of amazing conversation, amazing people, amazing times, and amazing humor. Can I throw humor in there? Okay, and amazing smiles, because everybody got a beautiful smile at this table. I love your smile.
Oh, my God.
So, bro, y'all got amazing smiles, man. Thank you. That's a great song. Anyway, shout out to the, I can't think of her name. Shanice. Shout out to Shanice for that song. We love it. All right, y'all. So before we get started, first of all, our topic today is how to navigate a sex room. Okay. How to navigate a sex room and similar spaces. And when we say similar spaces, we mean like, doesn't necessarily have to mean sex. It could be just kinky, erotic, spaces like that. Like the Red Room is sexy. It's not necessarily a sex space. It's not a sex space. It's an erotic art gallery / BDSM dungeon type vibe. It's sexy. One of the sexiest spots I've been in. And y'all should have came down and checked it out tonight, because I'm here. I know this place personally. Okay. No. So before we get any further, I want to make some introductions. I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves. If you got anything coming up next week or so, please put it out there, because we want to be there for it. I'm going to start at my left this time.
All right. You got Marlon, a.k.a. Superman of Majestic Gents Entertainment. I guess I'll just go over everything a little later, so it'll be fresh on the brain.
All right.
Well, all right. I'm Nicole, cousin of the Red Room.
Oh, damn. Like last week it was.
I did it at the end.
Oh, hell.
Okay. Y'all can follow me, Nicole Russell, on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
I just love the fact that she has an extension.
First of all, I can't say my real name because, you know, people, it's ops in here. Just want to let y'all know that.
I feel that.
They just think opposite. They ain't y'all paying to answer. They just think
opposite. But no, I will be opening a virtual call center on April 30th. You guys sign up for my wait list.
Let me know if you need a BPO. I got you. Yeah. Hey, y'all. This is J Bay. And I'm your vanilla bean favorite of the Red Room. Hey,
you ain't vanilla.
Hey, it's vanilla bean for a reason.
It's more bean than vanilla, but
yeah, basically I give you more bean than vanilla.
Anywho, you can follow me on Instagram at official_CoachJBay24, where I am having also an event, erotic paint and sip this Saturday.
At the Red Room.
Here,
at the Red Room.
We will have a live model as our muse, male model. Wine, little hors d'oeuvre, little vibe, and a little model. You know what I'm saying? A little 1-2. So just come through, huh?
Oh.
I got him doing the back row.
That's right.
And then you over here going like this. But yeah, come out and have a good time with us, okay?
This Kane, a.k.a. Cali Smooth, cigar aficionado of the Red Room. Yeah. Come out this weekend. Yeah. The back, yay! But yeah, come on out this weekend for J Bay Bay event. It should be live and real funky.
Okay. I don't know what the yee mean at all. This Keelan, Lifestyle Unlimited Club. One of the cool people here at the Red Room with all these other cool ass people. We'll be at some of the paint and sips. I may be at the paint and sips, just in case they need a dad bod type to stand in. I don't think they're gonna need it, but just in case, I'm single too. Okay, now. Please follow me. No.
He just sounds sad.
No, so anyway.
Keelan is only 2 of them on Facebook.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. 2 on Facebook. Good to see y'all. Follow me. 214. No. Say how to navigate. So the thing is, how to navigate the Red Room and similar spaces, i.e. how to navigate sex rooms. Mm-hmm. So for those that don't know, does everybody in here know what a sex room is or what that could consist of? And not necessarily consisting of sex, but does everybody know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know. Did we really we need to see the room? Did you put the room up yet?
I took a video, but I'm not sure how to put it on here. And I engineer, I can probably ask the engineer. Okay. But I don't know how to put it actually on here. But I can post it to some of the links, just a view of the Red Room. So y'all can have, for those on YouTube, you can actually have a view of how it looks. Yeah. So it's a room, right?
I mean, we can describe it. It's
Room, right?
So you know what? We'll spend 8 hours trying to describe this thing and still get it wrong. Because our words won't do this place justice. Right?
You ain't lying about that.
Sure will not.
It literally won't do the place justice. For those that have been to the Red Room, y'all seen it. Y'all see how amazing it is, right?
Yeah.
And first of all, I'll give shout out to the Red Room. So the Red Room is a black-owned erotic art gallery / dungeon, BDSM dungeon. So if you see 50 Shades of Grey, the type of BDSM thought process, but it is full of consent. Mm-hmm. It is not 50 Shades of Grayish at all.
It got seasoned salt on it.
It's
seasoned, okay.
And it's black owned, black operated.
Heavy on the black
downtown Dallas. You'll see the faces that are in here most of the time. We don't discriminate, but this is a safe space for us for sure because we don't always have those spaces. Also, they host events here all the time for people of color that want to come in and feel, for people, but not just people of color, but that want to come in and feel safe, feel comfortable, be able to let their inhibitions down, and also with privacy.
Yes.
So there's a lot of privacy in here. So there's not a lot of all your businesses out in the street. So we want to give a shout out to Citron Dixon. Red Room. And we keep it private. We keep it private in here. So I gave his whole name.
Wow.
Yeah, I did, right? But so thank you for the space, first of all, brother. Okay, so now navigating the Red Room in similar spaces. Mm-hmm. Your first time going to, say, something like this, or say a sex room, or like I've been to lifestyle clubs, I've been to different places all over. Your first time going, what was that experience like? How did you feel when you walked in, especially in where you expecting to see what you saw when you got there? And Jay been chomping at this one. She been ready for this one.
You want to go first?
Yeah. That's exactly what you saw, huh?
So I mean, I ain't gonna lie, cause I my first time
Vanilla bean.
Vanilla bean, right? I came in with like, oh my God, like clutch my pearls. Like I didn't know that there were places like this. And then once I got exposed to seeing this, then I started, you get invited to places and just observe, because I love observing things just for knowledge, right? So I go and I'm like, damn. So what is saran wrap is a. Oh damn! There's a
fetish.
I'm like, now I got questions. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I will say that the experience that I've had seeing a room like this, I appreciate it because so many people have these fetishes or kinks or whatever, and they're ashamed of them because I like people be ashamed to say they like feet, which is probably one of the most minor fetishes that people have, but they can come here and do it freely and not feel judged and not feel. So I think it's a sense of empowerment, not necessarily saying you got to slang your thing or your coochie everywhere, but you have the ability when you want to do it, you can do it freely, right? So that's what I like. And it's fun. It makes me feel sexy.
Oh, anybody else?
I'll say my first experience, I was in Houston, and it was kind of extreme. It was
How extreme?
it was extreme.
You had a loud sip on
Yeah.
Where this about to go? We still 3 minutes in.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if y'all know Polo out of Houston, but
I do.
Yeah.
I
So
know Polo.
his spot, I walked in. This years ago, man, and he's an extreme dude. And high energy, right? So it's cages and multiple beds, different themes and stuff like that. But I'll say this, the setup was hardcore, but the Red Room is what the environment makes it,
Yes, it really
in
is.
that experience. So I just probably just walked in on the extreme night, you know what I mean? And not saying that's how it is every single time, but I was stuck. I was struck with excitement. I don't think in that moment I was ready for it, but I was ready to look and watch and get that full experience. Then I went to another one, which happened to be a swinger spot, but it was set up similar to this. It was kind of raunchy, So for me, it's like, okay, I see these two extremes. It ain't for me, But I did enjoy being in an environment because it opened me up to a lot a lot of more different experiences and different understanding of kinks and fetishes and stuff like that. So
she said more details. What made it extreme?
Oh, you know it. No, I'm just playing.
yeah, I don't want to go all the way in the bells and whistles. Let's just say people were hanging and from weird places.
Interesting.
Like so. You know the little hooks and stuff.
Okay,
okay, like
like,
stuff like that. Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, it was.
So you went to more of a the place you went to would be more considered more fetishes and
fetishes.
More, like to say the hooks and the almost like a fetish ball.
Correct.
Where damn near anything goes type of what you might see there.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Getting whipped and with whips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's triggering.
Yeah.
Some people love it, but that would I'm not into that. But that would be triggering for me.
I don't do that.
Yeah.
Come on, Angie. Come on out to this one. We nice.
I was gonna say, I think to an extent, many of us are shy until we get exposed, and then you get comfortable around folks, and you find out like outside of certain topics, you guys have a lot in common.
Yeah.
That's usually what happens.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
I mean, because I was shy. This was my first experience, and I didn't know what to think. I didn't know how it was gonna be. But it's like once you get past the elephant in the room and get past the shyness, it's like, I mean, it's cool. Like you kicking it with your family.
I mean, like my first time was a spot out in San Francisco called Power Exchange. It was a 3-level swingers club, I guess, or swingers club, BDSM club.
That sounds crazy.
Not an introduction.
No, that's where that's one of the places where I started at. You know,
not introductory.
You know, I mean on a.
That sounds overwhelming in the beginning.
like the third floor was males, all males.
Okay.
So but then the other 2 floors were regular people.
Yeah.
Well, was regular
Other
people.
lifestyles.
Other lifestyle people, you know. So
No judgment in the room.
I mean, we had. I mean, it was just going through. You know, I think that was the first time I seen the what you call it, the hole with
Glory hole.
the glory hole.
Yeah.
First time I see glory hole. A couple different ways.
Glory hole.
What's up, Earl?
A glory hole is like a like it could be a hole in the wall, a hole in the door, and then the person on the other side puts his penis through it. But then also too, you had a chick that would just lay down. That you know, half her body just was there, just the legs or whatever.
Yeah, I saw that too.
And you know, and so they had that there too. So it was kind of wild. You know, it was wild.
Jackie, you were.
That's one version of it.
No, that's not glory hole. That's a.
It's gotta be a wall.
That's a
no.
It's called something
It could
else.
be a wall. Yeah, but it's
called
similar
something
concept.
else, but it's almost similar like the glory hole. But
Yeah.
they had the glory hole for the dudes, but then they had the half the women. You know, different sides.
Angie,
she might be in there face down, or she might be face up, or whatever. So yeah, it was wild. Yeah. I had a blast.
Okay, wait. Question.
Go ahead.
So when you are partaking in the glory hole, right? I hate the way that sounded, but do you don't know who or what is going on the? You
don't know who's on the other side, really.
If you doing it right, it should be whatever you into on the other side. Like if I take mine in the glory hole, hey, I got it down to be guaranteed. I literally go try to put my hand, hey, let me touch titty or something. Yeah. I'm gonna need to know something. Make me feel
He got
comfortable.
titties these days.
I know what I said. I was like,
we talking about back then, man. Back then.
They had titties back then
so that's
too.
something. There's something that you know. You don't really know. Yeah, you literally hoping. You hoping ain't the bait and switch. You hope. I've never put mine in the glory hole.
I just for the people that in the back.
Yeah, so I haven't.
Earl said you place and pray.
Yeah, that's right. You place and pray. So my first experience in a sex room. Well, I'll tell you how I got to it real quick. How I got to it, I was working at a store, fixing computers. And I was going through somebody's stuff because that's what we do. When y'all take it to them stores, we look at all your shit.
Yeah, we look at everything. We look through everything.
So I'm working in the store and I'm fixing everybody's stuff, right? And I joined this group. It was back then, it was like Yahoo or something. And I see all these pictures from this group I'm in, but I had never commented. So when the cat pulled up, I had his computer. I called him specifically, hey, your stuff ready. When he got there, I brought it to the side. I said, hey, man, let me holler at you real quick. He said, what's going on? I said, say, man, real quick. hey, your computer ready. But man, I was going through, I saw some pictures. I'm in this group. I want to be a part of something big. I want to be a part of this.
Yeah.
And he started laughing. I gave him a discount. He got the discount. He probably watching. You got the discount too, homeboy. So I gave the cat a discount, gave him his computer. He said, man, we'll be out Friday. Come hang out. When I pulled up, it was a regular spot at first. It was on Greenville. When I pulled up, it was probably 30 of the most beautiful women I've seen at one time, right? And they all in there, and these ladies are beautiful. So they in there having a good time. They partying. I'm a brand new dude. I'm nervous and square, and I don't know anybody, but I'm like, yo, I'm here for it. Yeah. How y'all doing? And then we end up going to, it was College Iniquity at the time in Dallas.
IQ, yeah.
So we went to IQ and walked in there, and it was Thursday night. It was all black.
You had a time.
But upstairs, downstairs, when I say beautiful people, and it was just like, it was sex everywhere. I'm trying to be cool. I can't stop watching everybody. And I'm like, man, I found my tribe.
Yeah.
I'm here. You got me. I'll be back. And then the ladies made me feel comfortable. They was like, no, take that off and just be cool. Yeah. And I said, all right, I'll try this.
You had that jacket on?
Say, look here. Hey, I was in the show serious then. I was just looking solid. Hey, and so I had a good time, but it was, but I learned early how to maneuver. I learned early how to, don't step on toes. Okay, you with this person. Is it cool? How this? I had to start learning the rules. Yeah. Because I didn't want to get in there and start fighting people because they ladies like me or vice versa. I like they ladies.
You gotta be cool. Don't mess it up. Hey, don't blow it.
Ladies like him.
Don't blow it.
Angie said she liked the trip, but he had.
Hey, thank you, Ann. I like your icon. So anyway.
Oh my God.
But no, so. Anyway, that's kind of my first foray into it, right? And then after that, I didn't look back. I was like, I'm here, man. This is, for me, this is kind of, I'm walking
I
in.
took my shirt off.
No, we do.
You want me?
I ain't know anybody come out, start calling. Where y'all at? I'm here. So,
that it was a wrap. Yeah, I've been knee deep in Dallas lifestyle since what 07?
Oh wow,
knee deep.
And yes, Angie, there are rules. There are rules to it as far as, and a lot of it, if you go with somebody, there's rules to how you should have your own rules, your own boundaries. You and the person you're with. Y'all should have your rules, boundaries set in stone, so when y'all get in there, y'all stay on that. If you go and say you're going single, there are rules that you have to hear that other couples may have. And the thing about it is you're going to have to ask questions because every couple has their own rules.
It's different.
Some people don't approach this person unless you approach me. Some people have a conversation and go approach their person. So it could go either way. And with that, it's a matter of defining who you're going to be, how you're going to approach. And then also, a lot of stuff is the sneaky underhand, the backside stuff.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of that.
I don't really want your husband to be there, but I want to hit you up on the side. And she's like, no. If he ain't cool with it, I can't be cool with it. Yeah. Right. But then you still have those people too.
So the husband be like, hey, I don't want my wife to know, and still try to hit you up on the back end and stuff like that. So it's a lot of trickery.
Yeah. It's a lot to it.
Would it be accurate to say for like newer women, like let's say Angie goes in, she's single, she by herself, and she sees a guy that she's interested in, would she approach the woman initially? And say anything,
that's so gray area because everybody got different rules.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So my thing on that one is say hello, because when you say hello at certain points, the person, if they doing it right or if they got their boundaries set, they'll guide you in the right direction. Right. Hey, hello, how you doing? Yeah, hey, I'm doing great. Not even dominant. Okay. It could be just their rules. Okay. So hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Blah blah blah.
It's almost like leading you into.
Well, that's my lady over there, and she's hey, and then. Hey, she just came and spoke, and then there might be a group conversation to figure it out, one way or the other. But it's literally it starts with hello.
So there's no set rules like when Nikki was saying. There's no set rules at the gate. So everybody comes in a general consensus of rules like, hey, consent. Make sure you have privacy, no phones or whatever. Yeah. But then once you approach whomever, it's like. Okay, you got consent, but then you got to go with the flow of what that couple says.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. It really depends on what the couple says because basically a couple can have different rules than what the house have. Like a couple can say like, hey, you can't talk to her. She has to talk to me first. Or a couple can say, hey, you can talk to whoever the hell you want to. It don't really matter. So it just all depends on. Then some couple be like, hey, we want to talk to you both at the same time. Yeah. It just depends on what the couple says, and then and what you into too, and then what's what's missing today is a lot of people aren't getting vetted into it like we used to do back when we first started.
Yeah.
So what's the vetting process?
Vetting process basically is like when you first meet somebody, you might sit them down, talk to them, see what they really pick their brain, see what they mind at, see how they trying to come, see if they really about the lifestyle or they just trying to get their rocks off or whatever, if they just trying to move. Because a lot of
predator or being a predator,
predator or whatever. Because actually, truthfully, a lot of this, they're actually friends outside of just that. They actually be kicking it, doing just doing
Family
regular
stuff,
family stuff, pool parties and whatever and stuff like that. So it's
just their alter ego.
Yeah, it's just some stuff that they like to do on the side, And then but a lot of people aren't getting vetted like they should.
True.
And so now it went down a whole bunch than what it used to be. So now a lot of older heads like me, we be looking back like, man, I remember when, man, these cats right here used to be vetted. These cats way too soft. They ain't about this, they ain't about that. They just way just blase, don't even like to come out.
Once again, they think it's like you said, they think it's a free for all.
Yeah.
So you get a lot of younger
yeah.
cats that come in, or younger people, or people in general that come in, they think it's a free for all, right? That as soon as I walk in, and I think we're at least 8 minutes in now, so I'm gonna start cussing a little bit. As soon as they walk in, they think, oh, free pussy.
Yeah.
Right? And they literally come in, and so a single woman come in there. And I always advise single women the first time you go, if you know somebody, if you can go with somebody, do it.
Yeah, most definitely.
Simply because you have somebody can watch you.
Yeah.
Because you don't know who's going to try something. Now, it's a lot of stand-up dudes in there. If you come in and see me, you see some people like me, that's stand-up dudes that if I see something wrong, I'm going to say something. If I look like you out of it, I'm going to say, hey, I don't think you're in a good place. Let me either let the establishment know or get you home, or whatever needs to happen to get you safe.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But I've been that guy before. Now on the other side of it, you have it where you have those predators that come in, and that's the first thing they look for. Mm-hmm. So when we go through the vetting process, it was like when old boy invited me to the regular club first. Let me see how you act here.
Yeah. So you
and
move.
then and saw how I moved and said, okay, well, this is our next spot.
Yeah.
But let me hear, and when I talked, and everybody was like, okay, he cool, he can speak, and he this or that. They was ready to say, okay, let's go. Yeah. But that was part of my process. And then even now, they're still part of the process, even coming to the Redroom when people say, hey, I want to go Colette's, I want to go here. Sometimes I have a conversation with them because I want to see where you're at and what you think it is.
Yeah.
So it's
representation of you.
Yeah, it's representation of you.
Representation of you, especially if you invited them or had them come out, so basically that can look bad on you. So if you come, so let's say I invited you and you just
wild out.
Just real handsy and just whatever. So I gotta watch you be like, hey, bro, you can't be doing all that. Slow your roll.
You can't even enjoy yourself because you gotta watch
exactly. Because now my whole night is make sure you don't mess up and make me look bad.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And yes, voyeurism, that is a thing. And at one point, sometimes I like to go and just be a voyeur. I like to go watch.
Yeah.
I just like to go watch people intertwine, make love. I'll sit back and watch it's watching real porn.
Yeah.
I like porn.
Like watching them make passionate love.
Making passionate love.
Yeah.
Or fucking like mad Russians. One or the other.
Hey, going back to what Jay asked about like the initial approach or whoever asked the question. So for a while I thought it was what's the term? I thought like the initial approach whenever you walk in by yourself into an environment was for the people to buy you a drink or something like that. Because every time I've been approached, it was a drink that come to me first.
You just special type of brother.
Yeah.
You just special type of brother.
Somebody will walk up and they introduce themselves.
Most places is BYOB. So basically, if you come in, let's say you new and you walk in, you don't have a drink, they might ask you, hey, you want a drink or whatever,
Well, all the ones I went to, they had bars.
Yeah.
But most of them don't have.
They just send you drinks across the bars?
Yeah. Yeah.
But most of them, they have bars, but they don't sell alcohol at the bar.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, I just figured like that's maybe like a subtle approach that everybody
that can be.
Yeah, that can be.
That can be. You know what? Me and it ain't obviously ain't been happening to us, but we try to rationalize this shit right now. How the fuck you just get your drinks? They just sending you drinks. We want to talk about that for an hour. They just sending us new drinks.
But what's funny is
that is
most
a
of the
fact.
time it's the dude
Yeah.
sending me a drink.
Yeah, because
For his
right, just say I'm giggling.
Exactly.
And then he seen you drink, say, hey, we cool.
Yeah.
And then my wife over there, she think you're a nice looking guy. Then y'all start striking up conversation.
No, that happened a lot. Like a woman husband will send you a drink or whatever because 9 times out of 10 she want to talk to you. So basically that's like a little icebreaker. And then so y'all go from there.
And the husband is betting.
Yeah, so he kind of like boom.
Yeah.
So I thought that was an approach.
Yeah,
You know?
that's part of it
And
too.
that's actually he's betting you one because you might say I don't want the goddamn drink and who's sending me drinks, but if you set up the drink, you're like, okay, well let me go. Hey man, I sent you a drink. My wife think you're a nice looking guy. Yeah. And then the conversation go from there.
Just like it, bro.
Huh?
That's a script they all say, right?
Yeah,
Pretty much.
it is.
Pretty much. It's the same script.
Omar said he normally asks whatever counterpart he meets first their rules if he notices they're a couple.
Yeah. And that's always a plus. That's the main thing, I guess.
But what you run into now a lot of times is half the couples aren't there. You know they couples, but the other half isn't there, and you know for a fact, and so then that becomes the issue. Be like because they're not because now it'd be like.
You don't know if you.
Is it cool? Is it not cool?
Yeah, is it
or
cool?
you just
Is it
in
not
fucking
cool?
off tonight?
Or if you bring, let's say you bring your wife with you, but you know he got another wife, but he here with somebody else, but he want to be like, nah, bro, that don't go down because this got to be fair and equal exchange.
Exactly.
You know, if I'm gonna share my wife with you. You gotta share your wife with me. You can't just share your homegirl. Nobody with me.
But I'm gonna tell you something. And one thing about that's kind of a that thought process is kind of archaic because it's like, well, I'm sharing you my biggest prize, and you should share me your biggest prize. Which realistically speaking, she can share her body like you share yours, right?
Yeah,
it doesn't
sure.
necessarily have to be the prize thing.
For sure.
But then you have a lot of people that say, "This is my wife, so I gotta have your wife." And really, realistically speaking, if I bring my friend and we're swapping for whatever reason, and we're having a full swap situation. It shouldn't matter if everybody's comfortable with the situation. That should be all that matters. It's not necessarily it ain't your wife, so you ain't losing.
I would say this though, you are in my eyes you're taking the L because you have that emotional attachment
to your wife.
to your wife.
Oh, okay.
So you know what I'm saying. With me having my wife, I have an emotional attachment. He has his wife, and they have emotional attachment. That's an even exchange. But if you just bringing a thotty. You don't care
about
you
it,
dog her out, but then
no.
you over here dogging my wife out.
But then what you're looking
know
at
what I
is
mean?
you looking at I see the exchange of energy. You're looking at the exchange of energy, but on the other side of it, it's still strictly just an exchange of sexual energy at this moment. It's not I'm trying to get your wife's emotions. It's not like you trying to get my emotions. It's literally a sexual exchange of energy.
In agreement to him, I feel like because for instance, if I'm giving my spouse to another woman, my expectation is if I were to do that, I want the same exchange. Like that's like giving you a $5 bill and then you giving me $1.
Yeah.
And so it's the value. It's not devaluing the friend or the homegirl in a sense, but it's more so like looking at status. Like if I'm giving you the CEO, I don't want the employee.
That part.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That part.
Okay.
So,
I mean,
But the employee might be banging though.
Don't matter.
I get it. I get it.
matter.
The homegirl or
The employees be banging.
the homegirl or the
I'm
best
telling you,
friend
how
or
about
the
you bring
dude
your employee and I
might
bring
look like
mine?
Tyson Beckford, but
That
I
would
don't
be
want
the
to.
issue. You could. But then your CEO might have issues.
No, I mean, but really, what it comes down to, it really comes down to how they move. So now, for instance, if you know his wife isn't in the lifestyle and
That's
he's
different.
there, then that's a little bit different.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be like, okay,
It's a fun night.
you know,
Yeah.
it's now if my wife want to mess with it, like, so let's say, you know, my wife ain't in the lifestyle, but I brought a friend. But your wife won't deal with me, so then that's up to y'all to
decide.
to decide.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I can
On what it is, but I also see what you're saying too, though. You know, so it just depends on
The
it's
dynamic.
the
the dynamics
Yeah.
of everything. You know how everything
and
goes.
it also shows like where we stand. Like
Yes.
me being monogamous, that's why I think that way. You got what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand too.
You know,
Yeah, I
if you're
understand too.
non-monogamous, you have a whole different outlook.
Yeah.
I know emotionally, that's why I'm not a part of the lifestyle because I couldn't deal with that.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
type of
I
stuff.
feel you.
Yeah.
You know.
Angie said our majority of the crowd's usually couples.
It depends.
It depends on where you go.
Yeah, it depends on where you go.
And what
There-
night
there
it
are
is
spots,
and where you at. Like, Memorial Day parties, you're gonna get a little bit of everybody.
Everybody. Yeah, a little bit of everybody there. But it's
the employees,
everybody.
janitors.
Everybody, janitors, the grounds people. You gonna get everybody. But it's gonna be a hell of a
It's gonna
party.
be a hell of a party. And hell of people that are sexy.
But yeah,
It's hella sexy
it
people.
depends on the party. Like you said, it depends on the party. Some a couple, some are not.
And who throwing a party too.
Yeah.
It really depends on who throwing a party. Because DFW have a lot of
Unique pockets.
unique pockets. That's the way to say
He
it.
said unique
Now,
pockets.
no, but for real,
Yeah,
because
because there's so many different lifestyles.
so many different lifestyles. Like now, back in the Gap, you had about 3 places to go. So you had OL,
Iniquity.
OL, Iniquity, the Playground.
And Velvet. Well, we weren't going to Velvet Curtain.
Some people go to Velvet Curtain, but those were the 3 biggest ones right there.
Yeah, Outer Limits too.
Yeah, that's what I said. OL.
Okay, gotcha.
OL, Iniquity, and the Playground. Now, see, the Playground was where I say everybody will congregate, no matter who, what faction you was from, you would congregate there.
Yeah. It's
Now,
a free
OL,
fall.
yeah. Now, OL and Iniquity, they had their niches, and so, but now you really don't have a spot where just
Is
all of them just
Is Velvet
one
Curtain
spot
still
just,
open?
Just congregate. No, it's not. No, it's not. Yeah,
The reason why it sparked because my ex-husband and I, we didn't know what this place was, and we went and confirmed it was Caucasians, right? And I got groomed. Didn't know what the fuck was going on, but an old white lady was like, "Hey."
Oh.
at the Velvet Curtain.
And I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? I was so scared. And he was like, all right, come on, it's time to go. But she literally, you're not, hi. She just kept rubbing the back of my arm. And I'm like,
Oh yeah, they're real nice.
it was almost like some Get Out. No, it was really
Like
some
some
Get
Get
Out
Out
shit.
Yeah.
It really was. That was probably one of the, it was creepy, so I tried to erase it from my mind. But when you brought up, I was like, I was there before.
Yeah.
I was there not more willingly. Well, okay, let's go. But I didn't know what, because I didn't look at the reviews. We just looked at a spot to go to.
But Velvet Curtain, but actually, folks, you know, they was real nice. They're a little, they're more kinks, actually, truthfully. Velvet
they're more
Curtain,
kink, yeah.
Velvet Curtain is more of the kink
Let the janitor
BDSM
live.
family.
Yeah.
More of
in
the
that
kink
bitch.
BDSM family. So, but they're real nice. They're real nice people. They're cool people. They'll take care of you, especially if they know if you're the first time. They'll try to make you feel welcome.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I can say about that.
Angie said, if she handed you some tea, it's time to go.
For real.
So one thing about lifestyle clubs and spaces like this that we hadn't touched on is that there can be there is the opportunity for shit to go sideways.
Yes.
Whether you have somebody that you don't tell that they're like say for instance your husband at the time didn't tell you where you was going. Or he knew and didn't tell you and walked you in a situation. And now you're in a lifestyle club and you see all this going on and it's sensory overload for you. One, you either didn't expect to be that or maybe religiously. Yeah, but it could be anything. And I've seen people have
sensory overload.
I've seen people get walked into clubs, lifestyle clubs. A dude or a chick will tell them, hey, we're going out to the club. Don't tell them where they're going. They're walking to a spot and it's totally outside of either how they believe, how they live, or it just freaks them out. And they've had complete meltdowns in that. Yeah. Like, it's like, well, damn, get them out of here in the security. The bouncer trying to get them up out of there before something happened, but I've seen that side of it too.
Gotcha.
So the one thing about nobody does. And that's one of the things when he's navigating those spaces, you also, if you're taking somebody, they have to know where they're going.
Yeah.
Or they have
We
to be
got
comfortable in those
surprised
spaces.
at the place
Man.
at a pool party.
Woo!
He literally said,
I was
hey.
like, my pool option. Okay, we good.
No, but he literally was like, hey, I just came from this badass pool party. Y'all want to go back with me? We was like, all right, cool. We was in Vegas. We was like, we ain't got nothing to do.
Just
Okay,
touched down.
cool. Just
Picked us
got
up
off the
from
plane. He picked
airport.
us up from the airport. So he was like, all right, cool. We heard the music from outside. I was like, this music is interesting, but okay.
Yeah.
Let's keep going. Go in, and it's like people having sex everywhere. They naked in the pool.
Yeah.
And it
What
was
part
like,
of Vegas was this? No.
nah, this
this
was
ain't
like
what
the
you
senior
want.
club.
Okay, I'm cool.
Nah, you like
Yeah,
60s
they was
and
like
up.
60s and up.
Okay.
With a sprinkle of a 40 and 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was horrible.
It was,
And I looked at him, he just got back naked and just, hey man, I'm back. I was like, nigga, what?
Cause it's like, think about like one of your homies at your age and he partying with 60-year-old people like this the gang right here. And you be like, boy, what is wrong with you?
He was in the game.
Actually, I know somebody like that.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a
They be
minute.
out
I'm
there.
looking around because that's the first time I've ever experienced anything like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, like he cool. Some of these women ain't women. Do he know this? Like,
Yeah.
He's all in.
it's some
It's a
different
party.
people here.
I got my people with me.
Yeah, you know how you walk in and you actually, well, you looking for the restroom. I was really looking for the restroom, and you open the door and it's like, oh, that ain't what you want to see. Yeah, it was one of those situations.
It was so crazy. I
called
was
Uber.
getting hit on all night
Yeah.
by a gay guy. I was so confused.
Yeah,
I didn't know what was going on.
yeah.
Hey, for the record, I'm cool with gay people. I love them, but I just didn't know what we was doing.
But let me tell you the twist to that, though.
wasn't.
I'm gonna tell you the twist to that. He was with this one chick, right? He all the way flamboyant,
Yeah,
but that's her buddy,
yeah.
right?
Like literally, when he saw me, he
Yep.
said, "Girl, the hair," and I was like, "Oh, thank you, sis."
But that's her buddy. They get out. So
System.
Yeah, I know people like that.
And it's-
But
But
she
I-
literally
I
said,
know people like that.
"That's my partner, and we're not in a relationship. We just mess around from time to time, and I call him daddy." And I was
Very
like, I
interesting.
didn't, because I wasn't getting daddy vibes. I'm sorry.
I mean, I know people like that.
Yeah.
Just
It was
same
very
way.
interesting. I had,
it was.
I had,
They were
I had
cool
fun
as shit.
time.
They were cool as
people.
shit. We had a good night.
Yeah, it was
Until it was time to go.
just the elderly
Yeah.
people.
It was time to
The
go.
elderly people started getting a little
Yeah.
wild when it got late.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, okay.
My ankles was kicking in.
That's the. They got 3 more days left.
Yeah,
So those spaces. Those spaces are kind of hard to navigate.
But you should tell your friends
You should.
before you introduce them to
Definitely
that.
should.
Yes.
And then also, there's one more thing that we don't talk about a lot. There's one thing about the Red Room that helps is that navigating as people of color, navigating spaces because most of the spaces are not ours.
Right.
Depending on, you can go to a few places that are, but very few places are majority us. And so we are either the ones that walk in and get fetishized, especially black men, and women too. I ain't gonna say especially black women. Black women get fetishized too. I'm saying it wrong, but y'all understand what I'm saying. So they also, when we walk in those spaces, that happens to us because it might be a sea full of every other color but us. Might be 3 of us, 5 of us, and we see each other in the room. Hey, we head nodding, and just in case get crazy. You see the exit. You know, we exit there, the exit there. You know, we make the exit eye contact. There and there. You see it? All right. So.
But wait, why do we do that as African American people? Like, we first gonna go in and find the exit and be like,
If
when you
it
see
get-
another one, you be like, hey, it's over there in case
It's
something
over there, just in case something happens.
Yep.
We need to make it. But you have those spaces, right? And so I've been in those spaces where I've been comfortable, sometimes I've been uncomfortable. It just depends. When I'm uncomfortable, it's because I'm being fetishized. Oh, the black guy in here, you know, and so I don't like those spaces like that. I like spaces where we all just in there vibing and having a good time and, you know, and let's just enjoy the moment. But the moment I get fetishized and now I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
And I've seen that happen plenty of times. There's a place I go to yearly for, it's called Naughty New Orleans. And so they take over New Orleans.
New Orleans,
Literally pretty much
wow.
every hotel in the French Quarter.
Yeah, first quarters. Yeah.
And you got about a few thousand people pull up. They got most of the bars, all the hotels booked. And they have one hotel booked and they turn all the conference rooms into swingers rooms. Every country, so you have one room full of beds. They have one room that this black group rents out. They used to call it the Mandingo room. And it was none but black men. And the dudes in there don't realize, they think they paying to go down here and just have sex with all these white women and all these women. But what's happening, they paying these people to come down and have sex with these women, and these women paying to come have sex. It was brilliant. The thought was brilliant.
Wow.
But they called it the Mandingo room, and that's what sucks. So they ended up changing it to something more
something
politically correct.
Yeah.
Because the Mandingo room, and when I had to go, because I was like doing a volunteer just at the thing, because I wanted to see the conference, and that was free. So I volunteered down here. So I went to that room. It was like, I mean, when I say the white women couldn't wait to get to that room, like they was first, and the brothers in there, and I'm like, y'all paying, everybody paying. The only people ain't paying is the dude about the room. He just bought the room. It's amazing. The concept was amazing.
Yeah.
But that was super fetishizing of them, and that was the only room like that. Every other room was, you know, different themes. Like you had an all black room that was just pitch black. I mean, so you couldn't see anything in it.
Yeah.
And then that was an anything goes free for our room. That room. I ain't gonna clean that one up. I like, I'll pass on that one. That ain't the room I want to deal with.
Somebody else got to go.
Yeah. But that happens, right? And it's us navigating that space also. Yep. As people of color. And being in the industry you're in and the industry you are jumping in right now, you're going to experience the same thing. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing in your industry. Mm-hmm. That industry, we experience that in lifestyle environments also. Yeah. Okay. And,
another thing about that Naughty in New Orleans, they also have like educational conferences going on at the same time. So it's not, like just all sex the whole time.
That is true. I mean, no. It is all sex the whole time, but they have conferences there also. It is sex the whole time. Because everywhere you look, they having sex. Or when you get to the pool, they hit in their rooms, but they do have conferences also. It's around the conference.
We'll get you out
Boy,
there.
look here, they was in there acting fool. We could get your heart right, Edge. Just walking up playing. Them boys weren't playing it out.
Oh, yeah. They ain't playing
They paying for this trip. All right, so so anybody got anything on that I might have missed?
Pass Yolanda.
Oh yeah, I had to peek in for a few of the comments. I'm gonna go back to when you said why we always find each other in a room. Family, I hope you're not watching, but my first experience was going to this one place, and I swear driving out to it felt like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Like it was in the back of like an industrial district, and I was like dropping pins to people like, Lord, if you don't hear from me in an hour, this is where I am. I was by myself. And then I go back, I do a backstory on that too as to how I got to that point since everybody told their story. But it was the same thing. I walked in, it was a lot of Caucasian, or I don't like using that word, a lot of Anglo-Saxon people. And I found like the 3, 4, 5 black people in the room, and you're like, yep. And so it ended up being like me and then 2 other black couples. And then there was like one lonely black person at the bar, but they never came back over to them. So I was like, all right, they sink or swim over there. But I mean,
over in the sucking place.
Yeah, I was like, you on your own over there, brother. But I mean, it's the same thing. And then I actually found comfort in the people that I met, and I ain't gonna finish that story, but
it must have went down.
It was a time.
It did. It went down.
It definitely went down.
It went down.
It was a time.
Definitely was a time that
She
night.
married him. She married him. Just FYI, the end of that story, that one of the comforting people she met at that bar that night, she married him. He has our saying,
"Welcome to the jungle."
Right. Years later, we stayed in touch.
That's a great story. You
Yeah.
just finished that story.
I know, right? But the curiosity, it came from, I had a male best friend, and I had another male best friend, and he lives out in Atlanta, so we would always talk about things. Like you said, people's dynamics are different. So he and his wife, they have a I don't want to know thing. They have okay, I'm going out to such and such, and he like sends her out and like says, okay, I want you to do such and such and such and such, but he doesn't really want to know the details. He just want to say, okay, well, you go out, find you a dude or whatever. And so that's what they do. And so as we kind of, yes, they are married. Oh, Marlon, that was you, my bad. But back to my friend, and that's kind of how I found comfort into talking about what was going on. Because I will say, like, I've always been a person that no matter what it is, I'm not really judgy outside on the surface. Now, I might inside be like, oh, wait a minute, I don't know if I like that or not. But it's not like, I'm not like over dramatic. So that's why I'm going to another story. I ain't gonna talk that long. But that's just how I got to the situation. Like, I've seen some of these things. I've seen them online and all that stuff. So a lot of it wasn't just it wasn't that shocking to me when I saw it. So it's just like, oh, okay, well, I've heard of that. I've seen that. So seeing it in person or like coming into the Red Room, it wasn't a big culture shock to me. It's like, okay, well, I knew about these things. I'm interested in seeing and learning them up close. Now, like I said, some things I may not find to be my thing. I'm like, that's cool and all. That's just not my thing. But yeah, so that's how I got into talking with my best friend about it. And then I just randomly went to that club one day.
She jumped in.
Yeah.
It found your husband.
It was super random.
That was, it was a super good night.
Yeah, it was. It really was. But
She
with
jumped
navigating,
in feet first.
my tip with navigating spaces is it's really hard to have us to have conversations without being judgmental about it, because now like you guys said, they don't do vetting anymore, and it's people in it that's a free-for-all, and I see it online every day, but I don't comment because I really want to say something to these people. They're on social media and they're like, oh, I saw these people on this cruise ship and they had this particular fruit on their door upside down, and I'm like, why are you putting this all out on social media? It's not for everybody to know. So stop blasting people's business out there.
If you know,
Pictures
you know.
from the party. When they post pictures from the party,
don't
blows me
do
away.
that.
Hey, great party last night, lifestyle. Everybody was fucking.
Yeah.
Pictures.
But see,
Damn, I was like, hey, I tag
and
somebody that look like me.
That's real crazy because
I
you
wasn't
know a lot of people are professionals, right?
Two kilos, the
Right.
other one.
And not saying that that's always the thing, but I am really big on being discreet because
Yeah.
I keep my business. Like if you look on paper, I'm a mentor, I'm a coach, I deal with kids. Like I don't want, even if I was in that lifestyle, I don't want nobody knowing that shit. Like at the end of the day, it's like, why can't we keep privacy what it used to be? And it doesn't mean you're ashamed of it. It's called tact. You know what I'm saying?
Social media was a big part of that.
Yeah, social
and
media.
the more it grew, the more it changed. Because I remember in the beginning, and
You
y'all
would
can
know.
attest to this, you would have doctors, lawyers, athletes, everybody all in the same spot, and it's rowdy, it's going in, you know. But then everybody left and they were doing their thing. It's still there. It just changed. The venues have changed. The spots have gotten classier, and the people moved around because, you know, there's the
Social
opportunity
media.
for somebody to take a picture. They go judge so and so, a doctor so and so, you know. And so that's like you said, it's about tech, and then also I have something I have to protect, right? And so with that, it totally happens. But yeah, that part has changed a lot.
Yeah, because back in the day, you had to have a password just to get into wherever you go, and you get somewhere, they gonna ask you what's the password. You ain't got a password, you ain't getting in. And
they can't come to the door and get you.
Yeah, they can't even come to the door and get you.
In there. No, ain't nobody there. It's just me.
It's nobody in there, just me. You know, or either they just or they.
I heard a whole DJ back there.
And they do that though.
Or basically you got to park your car somewhere. They drive you up to where you're going to, and you still got to have the password to get there.
Yeah.
And you know, once you're in there, then you got to put a mask on and no mask off, and I mean a whole bunch of stuff you see in there. But that's
back in the day when I was on the street. I used to go service a lot of those type of events, right?
I know where that's about to go. I'm like, all right, then.
I know what
Gotta
that's
do what you gotta do, bro.
I know where that's going.
Man, I walked into this Togo party, man. It was River Oaks in Houston. Big old house, bro. But they had those. So you know the movies, they have like secret passwords. Invite only. If you don't have this invite to your phone, you can't go type stuff. Yep. It was exactly like that. It was weird. Of course, I can get in. You know what I'm saying? Because
just bought you 20 drinks at the bar.
No, it wasn't even like that.
Okay.
Yeah. I was keeping them up all night. How about that?
Yeah.
He's the delivery man.
Yeah. I was keeping them up all night. So, but that also, and I completely understand the fact of keeping that stuff private, because you have a lot of different high-powered individuals that interact with a lot of this, like Keelan said, and they're straight up hypocrites.
And a lot of their
so they have to
is
maintain
wild.
their image in the public eye, so they won't get caught on their shit. You know what I mean?
That's true. And plus, then a lot of their fetishes. A lot of stuff they do is real extreme and wild, and be like Mr. Ogilvy?
Right, you come in and he wearing a diaper with a pacifier around his neck.
You would be surprised at the people that you actually see that you knew that you doubted would even be in something like this.
Yes.
Completely surprised. You'd be like, what you doing there? That's not... And then they like, what you doing in there? It's like, I hope you don't send it to work. But I'm like, do we work together? this is two-way right now. Enjoy your night. Yeah. But no, you'll do that.
No, you good. Angie said, is safe sex promoted? Like, is there protection there on site?
Yes. For the most part, yes, there are. I always recommend bringing your own protection.
Yes.
You can never go wrong with your own.
Yeah, I mean, 9 times out of 10,
trademark that.
they
Never
have
go wrong with your own. Just trademark that.
Yeah, like I said, 9 times out of 10, they have big old bowls of different sort of condoms and everything else you want all around that spot. Just depends on where you at, though. But yeah,
yeah, safe sex is promoted.
They had paper parties.
Yeah, and then also, but you know, one thing about safe sex is also about being diligent.
Yes.
Yourself.
Right.
That's the safest you can be is being diligent.
yes.
I mean, have sex, don't not have sex. Just be diligent about it.
Hey, yeah.
You're welcome, Yaya.
All right, thank you. Okay, so another aspect of this now. So when you're in the club, we're all really good looking people around this room. So I know this doesn't happen to us often, but that part of rejection that
Never
comes
happened.
with, and it's not just
Never
club, it can be
experienced.
anywhere, but that rejection that comes
Come
with.
on to me, I reject you.
Never experienced.
I got you two. You get two right now. Hey, what's up? Nah, I'm good. Going on
Face
home.
card never decline.
Be like, nah, I don't want no problem with your husband. I'm good.
Going on home.
Face card never decline.
I'm good.
Never happened.
But
Never
you,
happened.
so you have rejection. So some people, it depends on, everybody handles rejection well. That's like what I see a lot in clubs right now, regular clubs. Women being rejected, rejecting men, and then the men having old attitudes or want to get violent.
Oh, my God.
I've seen even women get killed for rejecting a man. Hey, I'm good. And not even rudely. Oh, I'm good. I'm with my
No,
friends
there's
having a
no
good time.
way to do it.
And I actually seen a woman get mad because she got rejected.
Oh, that's new.
Yeah, I actually seen a woman get mad because the dude was like, nah, I'm good.
That's new.
Oh, you must be a hoe ass nigga. Damn, for real.
Oh,
I've seen women do that, like get rejected and they pull the whole nigga shit.
Matter of fact, it happened to me.
Yeah, like and honestly, I've actually seen more women than because usually dudes be with their boys and like it be the one brave soul who walks slowly to the table,
walking the green mile by himself.
It's like that slow song that just slow, and then he be like, "Hey girl, what's up?" And then,
But wait, you be sitting over there like, damn, he about to come over, and it feels so long.
It take forever for that nigga to come over
Why
here.
y'all laughing at our page?
It's painful.
Usually it'd be like me, Nikki, and some other girl, and I'm like, look,
Here you go.
this nigga come
And
right
we
now.
don't
He
pick
coming
them
to you.
apart.
And we don't pick
like this. Yes. Can I help you?
We don't picture apart the whole way
Look at
over
the
there.
shoes.
Look
Look
at
at
the
the
shoes.
shoes.
Look at that.
Why he got that
He ain't even
goddamn
ironed them
crease in his pants? Look like he's somebody's uncle and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, you're good company with it. I need good company with that one.
But typically, people like me and Jay will still be nice to you once you get to the table.
What you doing? Yeah, you look nice. Your name Jerome? Oh, that's a nice name. You buying drinks? You drinking? I ain't really drinking tonight. You can get her one though. And that's usually the pawn off.
Yeah.
Boom, she's the target.
Yeah.
Cause she the one that's really going. She probably ready to go home with anybody anyway.
Yeah,
So you be like, you can buy her a drink.
My early club years, it just stopped me from even approaching women. I just stopped approaching them after that. If I ain't get chosen, if you ain't give me eye contact, and like, yes, you can come talk. I just stopped.
Adrian said they walk up to you in the lemon pepper.
But I was literally somewhere minding my business. I was actually smoking a cigar. You know me, when I get to smoking, I tune out everybody. Somebody came through trying to speak. Hey, how you doing? Woo-woo. I didn't really hear it. I
You heard it. You just didn't want to hear it.
Like, look away.
You know, I'm
Ain't
strong.
like you doing some shit.
Oh, you
important.
can't talk to me? Oh, my bad. I didn't hear what you said. Oh, my bad. I didn't hear what
He
you
was
said,
waiting
baby
on that
girl.
line. He had it in his head 4 times before he said it.
Oh, my bad. I didn't hear what you said, baby girl.
My
She
bad,
like,
baby.
oh, I'm trying to talk to you. I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I'm just sitting here.
Aggressive in her trying to talk to you.
Yeah, she really
Did
did.
she sound like that, or that's how?
No, that's what she really sounded like.
Wait, was you in Cali?
No, I was out here. I was in Dallas.
Because that would make sense.
I was out here in Dallas.
So did you give her your number?
Hell no.
Oh, I thought she bulldogged you to the number.
Nah, she bulldogged me. So I said, my bad. I'm just over here smoking, mind my own business. But nice meeting you. I left it at that. Then her homegirl came in. She started loud talking. Oh, he all tried to talk to him. He think he too good to talk to me.
Oh.
Yes, I was, but
He said, yes, I was. And now you've just shown me why. Interesting.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so experiencing rejection. Can you hear me? Okay, so handling rejection. So I've been rejected plenty of times.
Oh yeah.
But I shoot my shot. I'm a shot shooter. I ain't gonna always. Hey, how you doing? You know, because the only thing, the worst thing happen, they tell me no.
No.
Right.
So I accept no's like I take yeses, right?
Yes.
Right.
So I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna keep moving. I ain't gonna blink twice. That's a pleasure meeting you. And then I'm gonna, how you doing? How your friend doing over here? No, I ain't that dude. I gotta walk away because now I'm embarrassed the whole way. I can't just not talk to the friend. But I let them pick me out because somebody in that group like me.
Yeah.
I
And
picked
they
the
gonna
wrong
come
one.
back and
My
get you
picker was
later.
broke. Yeah.
Yeah, they gonna come get you later.
Hey man, I saw you talking to my friend. Well, I just spoke. I wasn't really nice.
Yeah, but
She already know the story.
9 times out of 10, you chose the one who don't like you.
Yeah.
Her friend like you. It happened to be her best friend. So since you hollered at her, she can't talk to you no
She
more
can't-
because you tried to holler at her best friend.
Oh, that's a very archaic. That's a very archaic view of it. Cause hey, I'm gonna talk to her. Hey, we just spoke. You
I'll
turned
be
me
the
down.
friend that be like, hey, I don't like him, but if you want him,
Thank you.
go ahead. I don't care.
That's the way to be. If she don't like me and she want me, that's how it should be.
Yeah.
Now let me talk to one that like me. Let me.
Yeah, but some
turn
of
them
them
down.
ain't like that though. You know, we all know
want
some women
things
like
like
that.
that.
Oh, I might like her. We might hit it off. Might be the
No,
most
but
amazing.
I've always been that friend. Like, nah, that ain't me. But if one of y'all with it, go ahead. Cause
I am the third leg. I literally, I am the wingman. I am the ultimate
It's called third
wingman,
wheel.
or whatever you call it.
I'm like,
Third leg, third wheel. Like, I mean, you know, whatever. But I'm just saying, like, whatever. But I'm saying I am really good at, like, I'll egg it, like, and you be pissed at me if you really wasn't interested. But then now all of a sudden, you in the midst.
Yeah.
Shout out to the couples that got together and they married now because of me.
all right then.
I'm gonna just say that.
All right, your rejection so strong they just find solace in each other's arms.
No, and it's not even rejection of me because usually it's just he may approach and I'll just be like, what's up, player? No,
Wait, Adrian said,
yeah, real fast because I'm not interested, so I'm gonna just already let you know I'm not.
because I'm not gonna waste your
I'm
time.
not gonna waste your time because me walking and tippy toeing around the subject, and you trying to over here like no, we're not gonna play that game. I think you cool though.
Look like you got a great spirit.
Yeah. Your hairline nice.
Okay. All right, y'all. We
Adrian
can't go-
say when they say no, just say I was actually talking to your friend, so that way you get a second chance.
Sound good, but now all at the table mad at you. Yeah. You ain't gonna get no action, really. Girl, we ain't fucking with him at all now. You don't stand a chance at the table after that.
Yeah, the table's all gone. It's all bad.
Yeah. You can't even buy drinks to fix that.
You might can send some wings.
Truth, the only way you can do that is if he buys a drink for her and be like, hey, I bought you this drink, but I know you're out my league, and he just turn around and walk away.
Look at
No,
Callie.
they out my league.
Look at Callie.
See what it does though.
They call that boy Callie smooth.
What it does though, reason. What it does though, this right here though, she gonna be thinking about it. And somebody out that group.
Gonna be like, girl, you better talk to him.
Somebody out that group gonna go out and gonna holler at him.
So he's over there, man.
Somebody out that group gonna ease over there.
Well, you know how many
So
groups,
basically, what you do, all you did was be like, hey, bought her a drink. Hey, how you doing? My name's Woo. I don't want to buy you a drink, but I know you're on my league. But here, hope you have a nice night. Walk away.
Boom.
Focus in on this nigga right now. He just
He just gave out a game.
He just gave the game. 3 niggas about to get some tonight.
Yeah.
Serve it up, baby. Serve it up.
Hey, man.
Way to go, Kane. And just
man.
for everybody watching this, I know y'all are my
I'm
league.
just real smooth
but
like
follow us on YouTube. Any one of y'all can follow me on YouTube. Follow all us on YouTube. All right, y'all. All right, so man, this hour came fast, y'all.
Okay, man. We had a great night.
Yeah, we had a great night. This hour came fast, man. So
Sure appreciate y'all.
I appreciate y'all too. And appreciate the audience. Hey, make sure y'all follow us and subscribe on YouTube. Also, you can hear us on audio, Spotify, Pandora. No, we're not on Pandora. I couldn't get that
Apple.
right. Apple Music, Google. Make sure you follow us, man. We need subscribers. We working on this thing. We putting in
Trying to be
time
here
and
for
effort.
y'all.
Yeah, and we're here every Wednesday. And if you want to come down on Wednesday, reach out to one of us. Let us know. You can come down. We have kind of an open house. You can see the Red Room. If you want to sit in on the podcast, we try to post the topics earlier. You can come in and you can join the topic if you want to. We will not let you take over the topic, but we would definitely
Let you join.
Thank
I
you,
just need to put
Angie.
that out there. And so on that note, let's say our goodbyes. No, wrap it up and then we'll say our goodbyes. So navigating spaces like the Red Room, we've all been there, we've all seen it, we've all done it. A lot of the newer people that are here, especially Vanilla Bean, I watched her growth. Yeah. You know, as far as coming in to being kind of reserved to, less reserved. She ain't wide open.
I ain't that damn nasty.
I wasn't gonna say it. I wasn't gonna say it.
You ain't.
I wasn't gonna say it.
I call her Miss J because she nasty. So saying that to say, watching the growth of a lot of people in the room and a lot of people that come through and especially see the space, and then also working with rejection. You know, as far as us being rejected in these spaces, whether it be from a person, whether it be from the people that are there, because it's not our familiar spaces. When you go out, look for familiar faces sometimes because those are the ones that'll help you. And also when we're out, make sure the spaces that are like yours, faces that are like yours. We always try to help. If you ever see one of us out somewhere, and you probably will see us pretty much anywhere, man, say hello. We kind of cool. I think we're kind of cool, right?
We're real cool. You know, we won't sit here and talk to you. Say, hey, how you doing? You know.
Mm-hmm. All right. And whole conversation.
You might send some wings or a drink to your table. No.
No. The one that like me get the wings. Everybody else might get a drink. Give me 5 of your finest well drinks. All right, nothing note, y'all. We're gonna say our final goodbyes. If you got anything going, please say it right now. I know there's some events going on with just about everybody in the room or something. And if you have it, please say it. And we'll start on my left. We'll start over here with Superman.
All right.
Superman.
Like you said, I'm Superman on Majestic Gents Entertainment. You catch me each and every Friday night at Club Manhattan. Look here, this Friday night, we got the King of the City battle. Yeah, it's gonna be off the chain, man. Protege the Beast is the current king, so we got a lineup of individuals going after that crown, so y'all tap in. Also, this upcoming Saturday, your boy will be in Shreveport, Louisiana. We're doing a 10-year anniversary event out there for Rowena. So yeah, come check us out. The fire ass lineup. We're gonna be in the city lit, man, straight up.
You got flyer something on your page or anything?
Yeah, flyers, all the information is on my social media, Instagram, Majestic Gent, and Superman Smith on Facebook.
Keelan, you gonna body roll?
Look here, I ain't opening though. I ain't opening.
Now you gotta open.
I'm going third. King of the city, baby. Pop locking that bitch. Okay.
Hey. We're gonna work on it behind the scenes, but I'm Nicole, cousin of the Red Room. You guys can follow me, Nicole Russell, on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And hey, I'm hiring.
That's the most important part. Jobs, y'all. Jobs.
Work from home jobs. But y'all gotta work for real. Like don't play.
How can they get in contact with that?
But no, so if you follow me on social media, the links are in all of my bios. And yeah, join my waiting list. I open on the 30th.
Open on the 30th. Jobs, y'all. She hiring.
Come
work
get
from
the
home.
bag. Come get the bag.
I need another job after I got 15.
Shoot
job mine.
Yes. Yeah, I'm out there get the job. This is your girl J Bay. You can follow me on Instagram, official_Coach J Bay 24. Instagram, yeah. I'm also having on the 15th of April, erotic paint and sip. We're gonna have a beautiful male model coming through, being our muse. We'll have paint, sipping, a little wine. We got some extra hors d'oeuvres. You'll get your canvas. We'll have some nice music going and just make it a sexy evening. So come check us out. My link is in the bio on Eventbrite. On my Instagram page, it should be right under my picture. And it's also, flyers are also all over my social media.
All right, this is Yolanda from YLA Creative Studio. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Eventbrite. We have a few events coming up. This Saturday, we have Moms and Mimosas for all of the mommies. It's our Mommy and Me Club. And we have some new toys for the little kids, like little bounce houses and stuff. So bring them out and have a safe space to just converse amongst mothers. And then the following Saturday, we will have Brown Sugar Lounge. So if you like poetry, come on out for Brown Sugar Lounge. Shout out to them on the 22nd. And then in May, we're going to have a mother-daughter paint and sip tea party.
Nice. Oh, that's
so
cool.
that's popping. And then Memorial Day weekend, adult game night called Playdate.
Ooh.
So it's
Already.
already on Eventbrite. Go ahead and
Eventbrite.
check it out. And that's it for us.
That's okay. We're gonna talk YLA into doing daddies and daiquiris. I know
That is up to the
y'all.
L in the YLA. Cause
Already.
The why doing it?
the Y doing
The
it.
Y got it popping.
right.
L needs to
Daddies
go
and
in
daiquiris. I
here.
like
You got to come on with the daddies and
What you got
daiquiris.
over there, man?
I actually Kane, aka Cali Smooth, cigar aficionado of the group. This week we actually got a poetry thing tomorrow night, Friday night. Friday night here. We're gonna
Erotic poetry?
Erotic poetry here at the Red Room.
Jackie, shout out to Jackie.
Shout out to Jackie. It's gonna be real nice and sexy.
You can follow it on redroom.org. You can follow on Red Room to get tickets.
Yeah.
Reach out to one of us.
Dallas.
Huh?
Red Room _ Dallas.
Red Room. What?
_
Red
Dallas.
Room _ Dallas to get your tickets.
Yeah, so-
but yeah, that is going.
Yeah. Then other than that, actually, there's Sneaker Ball, but that's in Houston. My cigar aficionado people doing that. So, but right here, I'll be in town this weekend.
All right. And then I'm Keelan, LifestyleUnlimited.club. I'll be at most of these events. If I'm not working Jay's event, I may not be here. I may not. I'll find out if I'm working tonight or not.
He working.
All right then.
Body
Body rolls, baby. But anyway, make sure, shout out to Earl, by the way, he ain't here tonight. But make sure you follow us on social media. My name is Keelan on Facebook. You can find me anytime, anywhere. Instagram the same way. Colette's on Thursdays. Next Thursday we have our chain reaction. So it's chain mail, chain, anything. It's gonna be a sexy scene. Show up next Thursday night, Colette's Dallas. Okay, all right then. Oh boy, my homeboy said that's so serious. I don't know if I need you there. Scared me. I was like, God damn. But make sure you follow us. And man, thank y'all for watching Red Room Talk Show. Follow us, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your cool friends, tell your cooler friends, and tell your parents. Especially ones that was at Freaknik for the younger ones. Because it's coming out. And on that note, we out. Peace, y'all.
Right.